Hi, welcome to Maelove. Today we're talking all about collagen, which is easily one of the most talked about topics in skincare. So what is collagen? And maybe more importantly, what are some ingredients and products that can improve the collagen content in your skin? Here's a quick summary. Collagen is the key structural protein in our skin. In fact, collagen makes up about 3/4 of the dry weight of the skin. So without collagen, our skin loses firmness and becomes more saggy and wrinkled. Unfortunately, over time, natural aging and cumulative UV exposure degrade collagen content in the skin, both in quantity and in quality. In our opinion, vitamin C, retinoids, and niacinamide are currently the most proven topical ingredients to boost collagen in the skin. And there are other ingredients like some peptides and botanicals that have also shown promise. If you're new here, my name is Jackie and I'm the CEO and Chief Product Obsessor here at Maelove. In this video, we'll delve into some technical and detailed information. We reference several studies throughout the presentation. To access the full list of sources and further information, please follow the link in the description below. So we hear all about collagen in many contexts, and that's because collagen is a main structural protein in your body. Collagen makes up various parts of your tendons, ligaments, cartilage, bone, blood vessels, and of course, your skin. Collagen is referred to as a structural protein because it gives structure to the body. It acts like scaffolding, providing support and shape to tissues. When the word protein is mentioned, people think of muscles, but proteins vary tremendously in form and function. I'll just mention a few examples here quickly. Structural proteins are involved in the structure and function of cells and tissues. Examples include collagen, which we're focusing on today, elastin, which gives bounciness to the skin, and keratin, which is found in hair, nails, and the outer surface of your skin. Enzymes are proteins that catalyze and promote chemical reactions in the body. They are involved in a wide range of essential biological processes that keep us alive. Hormones, which are chemical messengers in our body, can be proteins. An example is insulin, which regulates blood sugar levels, and growth hormone, which can promote growth and development in children. These are just a few examples of the many different types of proteins that are found in the human body. Proteins are essential for the proper functioning of the body, and they play a key role in many biological processes. We'll make videos on important proteins in the future. Even though there are many different types of proteins, approximately 1/3 of all proteins in the body are collagen, and 3/4 of the dry weight of your skin is collagen. So now you can see how important collagen is. Now, let's go deeper into collagen. We've all heard that collagen gives firmness to the skin and prevents wrinkles. So, what does collagen look like and how does it actually work? When we talk about collagen in reference to skin, we are mostly referring to type 1 collagen, which makes up 80% of the collagen fibers in young adult skin, and type 3 collagen, which makes up about 15%. Type 1 and type 3 collagen are types of collagen that can form long fibers that are like beams and scaffolding. There are other types of collagen, but we'll skip them in this video today because they're less significant when it comes to skincare. Here you can see an electron microscope image of what these collagen fibers actually look like in the human skin. Pretty cool looking, right? So when you hear that collagen is like scaffolding for your skin, that is literally the case. And we'll take a moment here to hash out the nuances. So what we commonly call collagen is actually collagen fibers, what we see in the image here. Think of this as a finished product. We're going to get into the nitty-gritty here, but bear with me please, because understanding these nuances will become relevant soon when we talk about how to boost collagen. So in order to understand how to get more collagen fibers, we need to understand the processes on how these collagen fibers are created and also damaged. So you might have heard that a type of cell called the fibroblast makes collagen. To be more precise, what is made by fibroblasts is procollagen. Procollagen is where it all starts. Procollagen looks like a loose single-strand string, just like this image here. And here's what a collagen molecule looks like. A finished collagen molecule is 3 procollagen strands braided together in a form called triple helix. And once the braiding is done, the ends are neatly trimmed off. And by the way, the process of shaping proteins into complex shapes like this is called protein folding. And protein folding is a huge topic in drug research. Once we have a bunch of collagen molecules, they can be cross-linked together to form what's called fibrils. Fibrils are basically mini fibers. And when you bundle a bunch of collagen fibrils together, you get collagen fibers. And in this image, you can see they can cross-link to one another and form a scaffolding network. And here is another picture from a study conducted by Virani and colleagues. It's a picture taken from skin of a younger person aged between 18 and 29. This image is showing a cross-sectional slice and is zoomed out a lot from the picture before. Here, the swarm of black dots are collagen fibers sliced in cross-section, and the black lines are collagen fibers cut along the length. And the purple stuff is a fibroblast, the maker of procollagen. And by the way, this is not the natural color of fibroblasts. They were just colored in to refine the image so we can more easily tell which is which. So we just went over the collagen building process. Procollagen to collagen molecules to fibrils to fibers. I know, this is all kind of confusing, but here's what you really need to know. You want healthy, intact, strong collagen fibers because healthy collagen fibers give firmness to the skin and prevent sagging. To have a lot of healthy collagen fibers, you need 3 things. First, you need lots of procollagen, which is a building block for collagen fibers. Second, you need enzymes to fold all the procollagen into thick and strong fibrils. And third, you want to prevent the deterioration of these collagen fibers. Broken up, degraded collagen fibers are useless. And this is also a good place to mention another protein that is also critical for maintaining beautiful skin. It's called elastin. Elastin doesn't get as many mentions as collagen, but it's really important for our skin, so it's worth covering briefly here. Elastin is a protein, like collagen, and elastin is responsible for providing elasticity and resilience to the skin, which allows it to stretch and move while retaining its shape. Think of elastin like lycra in your jeans. Elastin content in normal adult skin is only about 2 to 4% of its dry weight, which is obviously much less content than collagen. But nevertheless, elastin is critically important. Think of it like this. Collagen gives firmness while elastin gives your skin bounciness. You want both if you want to minimize sagging and wrinkled skin. Fibroblasts play a role in production of both collagen and elastin. So generally speaking, what is good for collagen production is also good for elastin production. This is what elastin fibers look like under an electron microscope. It's like stretchy netting. If you think of collagen like the sticks in an erector set that kids play with, then elastin is like the rubber bands that allow their rigid parts to move in a very flexible manner. Okay, so now let's go back to talking about collagen. Just earlier, I had mentioned that it's important to not just make more collagen, but also to maintain the collagen we have from falling apart. So let's talk about what causes the degradation of collagen. And from here on, when I say collagen, I'm referring to collagen fibers, which is the ultimate finished product that looks like interconnected beams, referring back to this picture of collagen fibers from earlier. As we get older, both the quantity and quality of collagen in the skin decline. Older skin makes way less procollagen than younger skin. For example, a study conducted by Virani and colleagues found that fibroblasts from older skin produce 2/3 less type 1 procollagen than those from younger skin. So why does this decline actually happen? Well, fibroblasts, the cells that produce procollagen, just become less good at their job as we get older, which is basically the same for all other cells in the body as we age. And it's not just the quantity of collagen that goes down as we age. The quality of collagen content in the skin becomes degraded as well. Going back to an image we saw earlier, this is an image of collagen and a fibroblast from younger skin. And now we compare it against older skin. See the image on the right? Image B. Notice a lack of cohesion. Collagen fibers, shown as black dots, are sparse and spotty and broken up. You don't see that extensive network made up of collagen fibers anymore. Fibroblasts are attached and anchored to the collagen fibers, like a rock climber holding onto a cliff with all his limbs. Like here in image A. Think of it like the fibroblast not only producing collagen, but also anchoring itself to the collagen. Fibroblasts need that mechanical tension of being physically anchored to collagen fibers to optimally function and produce procollagen. However, in older skin like in image B here, collagen deteriorates and the fibroblasts become unmoored. Basically, fibroblasts just float around in older skin because they can't find as much collagen fiber to anchor themselves to. So not only does aging make the fibroblasts less effective at producing collagen, but also this lack of anchoring caused by the presence of less collagen makes fibroblasts to produce less procollagen, as explained in this illustration from Varani and colleagues. The blue things in the illustration are fibroblasts. In the top image, you can see that in younger skin, the fibroblasts are tethered to collagen fibers. But in the older skin, collagen fibers are no longer fully intact. They are broken down. So fibroblasts float around, and this lack of anchoring causes less procollagen synthesis by fibroblasts. So not only do aging fibroblasts produce less collagen in the first place, but this drop in production feeds back in itself. So, why is collagen less able to stay intact as we age? What causes collagen to break down as we get older? The culprit in this case are enzymes called matrix metalloproteinases, or MMPs. And to be more precise, it is uncontrolled overactivity of MMPs that leads to breakdown of collagen. In younger skin, the activities of MMPs are well controlled. MMPs are not bad for you. They are actually quite essential for maintaining our health. MMPs are used for wound healing, for basically purging damaged skin so new skin can grow. Think of MMPs like wrecking crews that have to come in and knock down walls when you do a house remodeling. But in older skin, like any other part of the body, things just don't work as well as they used to. In older skin, the amount of MMPs become overly elevated. There are more MMPs than needed, and this excess amount of MMPs turns on us and starts to attack the healthy collagen and breaks them up. And I should add here that UV exposure will also increase these MMPs even in young people, and this is part of the mechanism by which UV exposure leads to premature wrinkles. This is why at Maelove we advocate prevention as well as treatment. Start practicing a good skincare regimen when your skin is still in great condition, so that you can maintain that good skin way longer than you otherwise would. Your future self will thank you. However, don't just say, oh, it's too late now, I just give up. It's never too late to try. I'll now tell you how to achieve this. So if you have wrinkles, then the way to combat them is to boost collagen. How do we boost levels of collagen in the skin? We need to take a three-pronged approach. First, we need to stimulate fibroblasts to make more procollagen, which you can think of as a raw material that forms collagen, like yarns that make up a knitted sweater. Second, we need to boost the enzymatic processes that take all the procollagen and fold them into collagen molecules. And third is to prevent the collagen fibers that are already created from getting broken up and degraded. And we can do this by inhibiting the MMP enzymes. Now, let's talk about some skincare ingredients that can help boost collagen by doing one or more of these. For this video, we'll keep the mechanisms and how these ingredients work pretty brief. But in the future, we will make more in-depth videos on the individual ingredients and how they work. This way, not only will you understand what they do for you, but also how they actually work to deliver the benefits. Let's start with vitamin C, a superstar ingredient for the skin. Vitamin C helps with all three angles in boosting collagen. First, topically applied vitamin C promotes the synthesis of type 1 and type 3 procollagen. How do we know? A study conducted by Nugent and colleagues published in 2001 showed that topically applied vitamin C resulted in fibroblasts pumping out more procollagen mRNA for type 1 and type 3 collagen. mRNA is just an in-between step in how proteins are made, and the more mRNA, the more protein. Second, we had mentioned that enzymes drive the process of taking procollagen and folding them into collagen molecules. Vitamin C is a required cofactor for these enzymes that can boost the collagen building process. So what is a cofactor? Think of cofactors as helper molecules for enzymes, like Robin for Batman. Basically, no cofactor, no enzyme activity. And generally speaking, more cofactors will lead to an increase in enzyme activity. And this is the case here for vitamin C, which serves a role as a cofactor for the enzymes that fold procollagen into the correct triple helical shape. Interestingly enough, Nugent and colleagues found that topical vitamin C increased mRNA for these necessary enzymes as well. And also, Nugent and colleagues found that topical vitamin C also increased production of an inhibitor MMP1, which would lead to keeping your existing collagen intact and in better shape. These benefits from using topical vitamin C have been well demonstrated in placebo-controlled studies of intrinsically aged skin in postmenopausal women, as well as in photo-damaged skin, leading to improvements in the appearance of fine wrinkles. Next, let's talk about retinoids. We hear about retinoids all the time. This is probably your dermatologist's favorite ingredient, and undoubtedly it is another superstar ingredient for your skin. Retinoids can help build collagen in two specific ways. They stimulate fibroblasts to produce more procollagen, and at the same time, retinoids will also stimulate fibroblasts to produce more elastin and other components of the extracellular matrix that will actually help fight wrinkles. In this figure, reproduced from Shao and colleagues in a 2006 study, you can see these changes taking place at the microstructural level. The dark staining is for fibroblasts that are positive for procollagen type 1. Shao and colleagues found that with retinoid treatment, it led to a threefold increase in fibroblasts that stained positive for procollagen for type 1 collagen. On the right are arrows pointing to these positive fibroblasts, and they were particularly prominent at the epidermal-dermal junction. Shao and colleagues also found that the application of retinoids resulted in a fourfold increase in elastin, which is shown in the red stain. You can also see in the following figures that not only is collagen content increased with retinoid treatment, but also collagen that is present is more intact and smooth. Compare the images on the left column versus those on the right. Quantified more precisely, there was a 48% difference between the control and retinoid groups. There have been a large number of studies that demonstrate the effectiveness of retinoids in improving the conditions of both naturally aged skin and sun-damaged skin. This is why retinoids are a dermatologist's favorite ingredient for aging skin. So which retinoid should you use? We recommend either Retinal or Retinaldehyde. If you have a prescription retinoid, you may be using tretinoin under the brand name Retin-A, which is fine to use as well. At Maelove, our favorite is Retinaldehyde, also known as Retinal with an A. It is almost as potent as prescription retinoid, like tretinoin, but you can get it without a prescription, and it is also less irritating than tretinoin. When it comes to our next ingredient, you may not think of it as an ingredient for aging skin, but it is an absolutely critical one, and that is niacinamide. You might have heard that niacinamide is amazing for strengthening the skin barrier, and it totally is. Here is how this ingredient works. So once absorbed into the skin, niacinamide gets converted into nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide and nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate, usually abbreviated as NAD and NADP. Both NAD and NADP are critical cofactors for cell metabolism, and increasing the levels of NAD and NADP leads to an increased production of various essential lipids and proteins. These essential lipids and proteins fortify the skin barrier and increase the ability of the skin to retain moisture and maintain suppleness. Now, these lipids include ceramides, free fatty acids, and cholesterol, while proteins that increase in production include keratin, filaggrin, involucrin, and you guessed it, collagen. A study conducted by Oblong and colleagues presented in 2002 found that fibroblasts from aged skin, when supplemented with niacinamide, started producing 54% more procollagen. That's literally turning back the clock. So, our 3 favorite ingredients for boosting collagen are vitamin C, retinoids, and niacinamide. In terms of products to buy, we recommend vitamin C serums that come in 10% ascorbic acid concentration or higher. Ideally, it should be formulated with other antioxidants like vitamin E and ferulic acid in a pH of 3.5 or lower. We're really big fans of Retinaldehyde for the reasons I mentioned earlier. It is really potent but relatively very mild in terms of irritation. Serums or creams are both fine, and I go with a minimum retinaldehyde concentration of 0.05%. And finally, we recommend niacinamide serums or creams in concentrations of 5% or higher. There are some other ingredients that show promising evidence of boosting collagen. Their effects on collagen are generally less studied, so I'll just mention briefly in this video, but cover them more in depth in a future video. Hydroxy acids seem to indirectly spur collagen production by basically purging the dead skin cells at the skin surface and stimulating new cell growth deeper below. There are certain peptides that also show promise too. You may have heard of matrixyl peptides and copper tripeptide 1. These peptides have some supporting research to suggest that they may help boost collagen, which we will cover more in depth in another future video. There are also some botanicals that show promise in boosting collagen. Bakuchiol is one of them. Bakuchiol is not a vitamin A or retinoid, but it seems to have similar benefits as retinoids, although it's definitely not the same thing. And one more thing I'd mention here is oral supplementation of collagen, which I was initially skeptical of, like if it does anything, but turns out I was wrong. Orally consumed hydrolyzed collagens has shown positive results compared to placebo in multiple randomized, double-blind trials for skin hydration, elasticity, and wrinkles. But there are some nuances to consider in terms of the sources of collagens, so we'll make a longer, more detailed video on this specific topic in the future. That's it for today's video. Thank you for sticking around. Click on the link below for the write-up of this video, which contains more technical details. If you like this type of content, make sure to like and subscribe, and see you next time.